Hey guys, welcome to Not Just Roommates.
Hey.
We are glad that you're watching on today. Don't forget to subscribe and share. But we got a topic that we want to talk to you guys about. We've been married 18 years, and throughout the 18 years, you can kind of get in this rut a little bit, and you can stop putting forth effort in your marriage. And so that's kind of what we want to talk about today.
Let's do it.
How do you break out of the routine, and how do you kind of keep things alive and just put forth the effort in your marriage?
Well, one of the things that we all know by now is that you really can't have a healthy and fun marriage without both people in the relationship giving effort.
Right.
Effort is the energy behind everything from romance to taking care of the finance of the home, to the chores, to parenting. Both people need to be putting in work in order for the relationship to work. And we always say that marriage, it takes work. And so one of the things that I want to ask every person to do watching this video is to, for a moment, not reflect on your spouse's level of effort, but I just want you to think about your own level of effort that you put in a relationship. And a lot of times we talk about measurable objectives in the business world, and I challenge all of our members of our church, Crossroads Church, to really look at their own lives and say, okay, I have a goal, and now can I have some measurable objectives to make sure that I'm actually accomplishing that goal? Because some of us may be thinking that we're giving effort, but within the marriage, we're really not. And so I want to give you some measurable objectives, if you will, to help you figure out, okay, so let's just go over the last week. So if we look at the last 7 days of your life, the first thing I want to ask you regarding the investment in your marriage is, did you have healthy, meaningful conversation with one another?
So what you talk about? Did you talk at all?
Yeah. Like, did you all have a moment where you guys, not just, hey, how was your day, right? Did you have meaningful conversation? Did you look into their eyeballs and hear their hearts and reflect upon what they had to say to you? Or was it just kind of the same old daily routine? Okay, so if you were to say, hey, we had 1 day out of 7, you can kind of look at it, well, could you have given better effort? Could you have had 3 days instead of 1 day where you had meaningful conversation? Or did the game get the best of your attention? And or your favorite TV show, or the kids? That's
what I was about to say, because one of the things that happens a lot is we can have those conversations, but they're more so about tasks. So taking out the trash, taking care of the kids, helping with the kids' homework, or don't forget to pay this bill.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah, and it's not those deep, meaningful conversations.
When we're talking about meaningful conversations, we're talking about discussing what's on one another's heart. It may have been, and I'm not referring to frustrations between one another, even though that's fine. But I mean, talk about your dreams. Talk about what's challenging at work, or talk about some of the future aspirations that you guys have with one another regarding where you're going to go on your next date. Just meaningful conversation, or whatever's meaningful within your relationship. Some of y'all love to have intellectual conversations. Some of y'all
Politics,
like arts, whatever it may be. And so, did you have meaningful conversations? The second one I want to ask you all is, did you all have a date night? And a date night is something to where you guys were able to go out, have fun with one another, and there were no kids involved in it. Okay, no kids. So that would be my question. Did you guys have a date night? Because if you did not, it may mean that it's all work and no play. Or it may mean that it's all parenting and just taking care of kids, but you guys have forgotten about one another. And so one way that you can measure how much effort you're putting into your relationship is by having date night, or a quality moment of breakfast with one another, or a quality dinner that you guys have.
What did you say?
Breakfast. The word is breakfast. Breakfast. The number 3 way that I would like for you all to check and see if you're giving effort is maximum effort. Did you have any sexual activity with your spouse? Was there any sex? But some of you guys, listen, y'all been going 3, 4, 5 weeks without getting none. We got to fix that.
Bless your heart.
You need to make it happen tonight.
Intense physical contact.
Yes, have that.
IPC.
And so listen, for all of y'all out there, you've been working hard. I get it. I know some people who are working during the day, going to school during the night, or vice versa, and they got kids and they trying to go to the game and all that. And it's just that the sex drive may be low, or you just don't have time for you to exhaust it. Do whatever you got to do to make a commitment to invest the effort. Maximum effort into the bedroom. Another way you can measure, are you giving effort? And for all my men, this one's really good for us, but ladies too, this is important because a lot of times women want romantic gestures, right?
Yes, we do.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that you all are giving them also.
That's right.
And so the for men especially, though, this one weighs a little heavier than for us, is have we done any romantic gestures? And that's not just flowers, but did we give gentle touch? Did we give compliments? Did we do anything encouraging to help with our spouse? I want to say this. She did something that was really cool when we talk about meaningful conversation and everything else like that. I love going to the gym and working out. I'm a gym rat. She's not so much. She does work out, but she doesn't do it like as frequently at the gym as I do. She can work out from home, but last week she went out and she worked out, and she did a really great job. And she partnered with me and was able to give me a little encouragement, and she didn't complain the whole time she worked out, which made it better. Ladies, if you're going to watch the game, you're going to get an effort to spend time with your man, don't do what I did wrong the other day when I tried to watch Grey's Anatomy with my wife. I decided to sit down with her, but it's been years since I watched Grey's Anatomy. And so I kept asking question after question after question. And
so watch the show!
But I needed to know what was going on.
Yeah.
So anyway, maybe you're tired. Maybe you don't know what to do. But all of these areas that we just mentioned are key areas. If you guys would look at those areas and then really assess in the last 7 days, because you may have been great at dates the last month.
Sure.
And you still trying to go off of the strength of a date from last month.
It has dwindled down.
Yeah, it's over, right? If you gave flowers in December, they're dead. Yeah. Okay, you need new ones, right? We need to give new flowers. If you haven't, spent time, just quality time supporting your man, give him some words of encouragement today. And even put it in your schedule to do some really special things over the next 7 days. But the best way to get effort back into the relationship, to kind of revive that, is to not wait on your spouse to do it to make you happy. And this one is big. This was big. I think a lot of people are running on empty personally.
Yes.
And they don't have anything to give to their spouses anyway. Boy, this is good. Y'all listen to this. Because if you're not happy by yourself, your spouse can't really make you happy.
Jesus is the Holy Spirit is what brings you joy. It's what brings you peace. Your spouse is just simply supposed to add.
Yeah, we like the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Right?
The cherry on top.
I got to find joy from the Lord. The joy of the Lord is my strength. And I know we're doing a little bit of churchy talk, but I need for y'all to get with this. Because the Lord, if you were single, are you going to be miserable if you're single?
Right.
Or will you have contentment, and will you have peace? Will you have joy even as a single person? Right? So now that we're together, I can't keep blaming you for my misery. Maybe I'm just a person who's dealing with misery on the inside of me, and I need to get some life back. Yeah. Maybe I need to put some effort into investing in me.
Yes.
My own perspective of life, my own attitude, my own energy needs to come up, which may mean a spa day for the ladies.
A spa day.
Go get your nails done, get your hair did, put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Maybe not. Okay, so maybe not all that, but
it could be the spa day in conjunction with some prayer.
Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, so treat yourself. Yeah. Guys, have a day out with the guys. Go out and kick it with some of your friends, play ball, then come home and be great to your wife. But you may need an outlet. You may need to get yourself just fired back up again about just being excited about life. Loving you. And then love your spouse like crazy in the strength of receiving the love of the Lord. But too often people in their marriages, they're just like victims. I mean, they're just victims, and they're blaming their spouse for their pain as if they just some weak and wimpy individual with no joy and happiness and life outside of the misery in the marriage. I'm like, stop. Suck it up.
Yeah.
Get your joy back.
Yeah.
Be happy on your own.
Yes.
If they don't give you nothing, you can figure out a way to be happy today. And in the strength of that,
That's it.
you let the blessing that's in you flow out of you, and you begin to give to them just out of kindness of your own heart.
Just because of who you are.
Yeah, and it's better to give than to receive anyhow. And so just put yourself on that side of giving. Pastor Norris McGill, great pastor, he preached a message one time I heard. He said, you need to be on the right side of giving. It's more blessed to give than it is to receive. And so I want to challenge everybody. Part of the effort that we're missing is that we lack the joy of giving without, sitting there just waiting on somebody to immediately exchange and give something back to us. And so what I would really encourage all my couples out there to do, look, you be the blessor.
Yes.
You be the blessor. And the Lord of the harvest will make sure that you always reap a blessing. And so do whatever you got to do. Measurable objectives. Plan something for next week. And regardless if your spouse is happy or not, you be happy. And then you bless them in the strength of the joy of the Lord that you have on the inside of your life. Come on. That's how we do Not Just Roommates.
Yeah.
All right. Get the book if you ain't got it.
Yes, get the book.
Like this and share it with your friends.